This Could Get Dicey is a D&D podcast about dudes being bros. What adventures will they get into? Only time will tell. Like the name suggests, this podcast could get a little dicey. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hello, and welcome to This Could Get Dicey, a D&D podcast where a group of buds get to unwind from their 9-to-5s and step into the world of Drew Gala. My name is Destiny Nieto, I play Lü'mis Bjorn, and before things get a little too dicey, I just like to say it's a beautiful day to treat yourself to a manicure.
I got ugly nails.
I've been putting off getting a manicure and a pedicure for years, and I know it's like the best thing in the whole world.
I don't want to.
It's so nice.
I also don't want to because I'm afraid they'll judge me for biting my nails.
They don't, not to call out the person that was right next to me, but they were saying they were biting their nails a lot too, and the nail tech was like, it's fine, like here's some tips, and they were just so helpful. They're not judgmental at all.
Yeah, they want you to bite your nails because then you have bad nails and then you go see them.
Exactly.
That's like my doctor telling me to you go ahead and catch a cold. Then you have to go see me.
Don't eat those apples, you know? Come see me.
Oh.
Hello, my name is Alex Villarreal. I will be playing Ellis Vendove, and today is a beautiful day to order delivery twice.
Ooh.
Doubling down.
What'd we get? What'd we get?
I got tacos in the morning and pizza for dinner because I didn't feel like leaving the house today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
I love that for you.
I was about to say the exact same thing. I love that.
Oh, we should have said it at the same time.
Jinx.
Yeah, let's
Jinx.
Let's get a quick pause, clean take.
I love that for... Wait, what are you...
So happy for you. Damn it. The best. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Oh.
I'm gonna put those right on top of each other no matter what.
I'm Kenny Chilton, and I'm playing Emil Mazak, and it's a beautiful day to have a little fire going in the background.
Ooh. You do have a real fire going in the background.
My name is Becky Schmader. I am the game master for This Could Get Dicey, and today is a beautiful day to eat a bunch of cinnamon graham crackers. So many that your gums kind of hurt because it's like sand on
Was it
your
just
mouth.
straight up graham cracker, nothing else with it?
Straight up. Well, and Gatorade.
What a beautiful pairing.
Becky goes to the dentist one time, and now she's like, fuck my gums. I have a magic man who can heal them.
Sandpaper bar on my gums.
I will say that cinnamon graham crackers are like the only graham crackers like worth eating.
They slap. I have a box
they're
of
the
normal
best
graham
graham
crackers,
crackers.
but I really busted through the cinnamon ones first, so
It'd be like that sometimes.
it'd be like that
We all
sometimes.
got problems.
Let us begin. Our adventurers, last we left them, had gone to a strange oak tree where they found a cult of sorts in which pixies were promising people some sort of rebirth. While there, they found Gramps, the bandit from the cave in which they all first met. They killed the pixies, freed Gramps, the half-elven man, and the tiefling woman, and continued on their journey. Speaking with each other, they learned that there was something rather primal about Emil. Lü'mis is a vampire, and that Ellis might be the most normal of them with a ring from his mother on his finger. It is the 5th day of Windcrisp, and our adventurers have woken at their camp on the side of the road. It is their 3rd day of travel on their way to find the forgotten delivery of mysterious plant matter.
And what day of the week is it?
It's the 5th. It's the 5th.
It's
the 5th day.
Friday.
Oh, it's Friday.
Friday.
Son.
This bit.
Good morning, y'all. I slept like shit. How'd y'all sleep?
I didn't.
Oh, yeah, because you're a fucking vampire. That's fucking so cool. Like, so you don't need to sleep ever.
Nah.
Wow. What about you, Emil?
You know, I actually slept quite soundly knowing that Lü'mis is a vampire and doesn't have to sleep.
That's a first that I've ever heard from anyone.
Well, I figured if you were going to suck me dry, it would be... I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Oh no!
If you were gonna if you were gonna...
No. You don't get to retract that. I'm not editing shit out of this moment. You said suck me dry.
Lü'mis confirmed throat goat. Nancy Reagan, who?
She could only wish to be 400 years old.
If you were going to bleed me dry, which is what I meant to say, you would have done it when I was in the tiny cubby sleeping.
That's a very fair point, but like I believe I mentioned, I don't suck people's blood.
Yeah, he's a vegetarian.
Yeah, so I feel perfectly safe. Sleeping through the night, if you're gonna take the watch every time, that's amazing.
I do want to point out though that especially now that we have that Elizabeth and the Order chasing after us. While I do appreciate having a nice long cheapy night all the way through till morning. If you do need a second pair of eyes out there, you don't hesitate. We can help out.
I do appreciate that. I will definitely probably take you up on that offer more often.
For the record, for our listeners at home, Ellis keeps calling it the Order. It's the Court of Outlaws.
Oh, it's the court. It's the court. It's the court.
Just so just to make sure everybody doesn't get confused.
Look, there's the Court of Outlaws. Uh-huh. There's the Order of meanies. Mm-hmm. There's the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Uh-huh. That's us. That's our group name.
No, wait a second. Okay. You all are beginning your next day of travel, so can I get someone to roll a d20 to see what happens on this fine day? I think it's Emil's turn, perhaps?
Sure.
I'm just guessing.
11.
Yeah, as you all are traveling through the day, you see an abandoned campsite on the side of the road as you're all kind of traveling.
The campsite seems to be abandoned.
Good, keen observation on this. Is there like a fire smoldering, or is there like a tent or anything?
Go
like that?
ahead and roll an investigation check as you kind of slow the wagon down and take a better look.
11.
You see that the tent has been severely slashed, and there's blood splattered around the area. You can also see that the blood is pretty dried up, so this isn't very fresh.
Hey y'all, this is a bummer. I think whoever was camping here got murdered or something.
No need to stop, right? This could be another pixie situation.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like a standard. Did it look like a one person, 2 people, 3 people?
Looks like just...
Am I able to tell if that 11?
One person was there, maybe.
Yeah.
Although, what if somebody needs help?
Well, judging by the blood splatter, it seems like this probably happened to... If this person was lethally injured, they're probably dead by this point and or have gotten somewhere where they need to be. Because this happened at least 24 hours ago.
You're right. No need to risk it. Let's keep going.
Sounds good to me. Come on, horse, whose name I forgot.
Margaret or something like that.
Gertrude.
Margaret.
Gertrude.
Wow.
Lü'mis, you hear Lü'mis
right.
just go, it's Gertrude.
You're right. I named it. I forgot it. I name a lot of horses.
Ellis. All right, you all continue traveling for the day. Nothing seems to be very eventful. Nothing seems to be of note after leaving the abandoned campsite. And you all make it to the end of your day. Nothing really happening on your trip unless anything you wanted to have happen that day while traveling. Then you make who wants to make camp for tonight?
I can find us a spot. I'm pretty good at finding places in the woods.
Okay. Survival check, please.
Okay. I'm typically very good. 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, you're able to find a nice little clearing off the side. You kind of seen the abandoned tent from earlier. Take a better look around and make sure you have nothing in the area, no creatures or monsters perhaps, and you find nothing. So you find yourselves a nice little campground for the night.
Emil, are you a tea drinker?
Oh, yes, I'll drink a good cup of tea.
Did you happen to bring any with you?
Nope. No, I do not. You really got my hopes up there for a warm cup of tea tonight.
Well, I just noticed that you've got quite the cough going, and tea always helps me. If you want, I could maybe poke around and try to find some. Tea.
Yeah. If you want, that's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, I can go look for like raw tea.
Yeah, I think it's just whenever wind crisp comes around, my throat just starts to get this way.
It just gets you. I know. I feel you. I would like to look around for like anything in a surrounding area to make a rustic tea.
Roll a nature check here.
That's a 5.
You find some dried up looking plants, and you're not the wisest person perhaps, so you're like, yeah, tea just like naturally will dry up out in the wild. So you find some dried up plants and bring it on back and boil some water in your little travel camp set. And it just tastes like kind of dirt. Kind of just tastes like dirt. And I know, and for the record, I don't like tea, so a lot of tea tastes like dirt, but this like tastes bad.
I know.
This is like bad dirt.
I take a sip, and Ellis, feeling the same exact way about tea, goes like, "Yep, tastes like fucking tea." And I pour a cup, and I go, "Well, I went scrounging out. I found what I could. You let me know what you think. This is my own secret recipe."
Thank you. Can I tell the quality of this tea from sniff? I give it a good smell.
I'm smiling real big.
Roll a investigation or perception check as you're taking a good whiff of it.
Like big puppy dog eyes.
A lot of 11s tonight. Perception, it'll be a 15.
15. This is not good tea. This is bad.
I'm gonna let it cool down.
But...
I'm gonna let it cool down for a second.
You don't want to like shock the nerves and in the mouth with the heat. I totally.
You got it. I'll start blowing on it, and I'll start blowing so hard that the tea shoots out of the cup. But not while he's watching.
Okay, roll a stealth check to blow stealthily on a cup of tea so hard that the liquid shoots out of it.
This is 17.
17. Yeah, you do that very successfully. Somehow, it's finding out that Emil maybe has this more primal side, you kind of just assume that this is how he maybe slurps his tea down.
I look at Lü'mis and I say, "Hey, ask him if you're ever looking for a good cup of tea. I'm your boy."
I'm usually not, but okay, cool. As I feel like as this is going on, Lü'mis is just kind of surveilling the perimeter to see if he can see anything or just spot anything, just double checking things are fine where we are.
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check.
A dirty 20.
Yeah, everything looks pretty good in the surrounding area. No monsters, beasts, or critters. Nothing out of the ordinary. Sort of just, you maybe spot like a raccoon running around or a possum, but nothing out of the ordinary, and it seems like a pretty safe little area.
I convey that to the other two.
That was a good idea. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I figured, just to make sure. I know you both said you could be an extra pair of eyes, but I figured just for today you might need more sleep.
Today was rather boring, so if there's, tonight would be a fine night to stay up if you feel like you'll get fatigued looking out too long.
Would Lü'mis get fatigued if he doesn't need sleep?
I guess not.
I don't, looking at the same thing for a long time, you start to lose the forest for the trees or whatever the phrase is.
Yeah, I guess you could say I've been going through that for a couple years. You kind of just see the same thing over and over again. Different place. kind of same problems.
What's going on? Something we can help avoid?
Like, avoid life, corruption. It's, again, just same shit, different town.
Yeah, I will not be corrupted.
Smart, I guess.
Dang, Lü'mis, you're really cooking right now. It's like life, immortality, hand in hand. You know, it's like a slam poem with you all the time.
A slam poem? Is that something East Coast thing?
East Coast thing. Don't worry about it. It's catching the nation, and it'll get over soon. But it's like regular poetry, but like cooler.
Do you like slam people physically?
No, it's more like a slamming of like emotions and ideas, like in one.
Interesting. Have you ever partaken in performing one of these poetry slams?
A couple times, but you gotta get me real drunk though. I'm not really feeling getting real drunk out in the creepy forest right now.
You know, Lü'mis, something that's cool about you is that even after 200 years, you still have things that you don't know about and you're curious about. I admire that about you.
I guess I've never really thought about it like that.
See, like that. There's something you never thought of. That's how. I mean, there's only so many thoughts you can have in 200 years. I'm just imagining.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I'm gonna go to sleep now, y'all.
Yep.
It was a fun day.
Lü'mis, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check to see how your watch goes?
Lü'mis, I got a 5. I feel like Emil's comment about the fact that he's been alive for so long but still curious about things kind of hit different for Lü'mis. Never really realized that. Kind of contemplating what that means. Not paying really attention to what's going on in the environment.
Yeah, I think you have sort of a night of being a little distracted, daydreaming, and perhaps looking up at the sky a little bit, thinking about some people from your past, perhaps. And you hear some branches cracking from large footsteps and some loud sniffing sounds as an owl bear enters the campground, sniffing around for food.
So I see this.
You now kind of see this entering, and it is in the campground, very much in y'all's area.
And our boat, because we don't have a tent, right? We're just kind of...
That's true. You do not have a tent. That is correct.
Okay. I notice if the owlbear sees me or the others at all?
Go ahead and roll perhaps animal handling, since you're sort of reading an animal here.
That is a natural 1 for 3.
I think you maybe like move a little bit, trying to get a better look of it, and it turns right to you and snarls. And go ahead and everyone roll initiative.
Oh no.
Emil and Ellis with disadvantage as you are asleep.
I don't think I've ever rolled initiative with disadvantage.
Oh God.
Ooh, that's rough.
Okay, Lü'mis, what did you get?
I got a dirty 20.
Emil.
A 3.
Ellis.
5.
Okay. Your plan worked. I've given you disadvantage. Okay, top of the order, Lü'mis, you are... I imagine that you all, the two of you are sort of asleep by the wagon with Gertrude to the side of the wagon tied up, probably about 15 feet from you, Lü'mis. The campfire in between you and the two boys sleeping. I imagine the owlbear kind of came in on the other side of where the two are sleeping, so it's probably about 10 feet away from you as it's starting to sniff around.
But it noticed me, right?
It has noticed you, yes.
Okay. As I see it notice me, I am just going to try and run up and poke the owlbear with my spear.
Oh, okay. I was like, just poke it? Yes, go ahead and roll to attack.
Can do. Oh my god. Natural 1.
Ugh.
For 7.
7. Okay, yeah, you roll up to you roll on up. You don't roll up. You walk on up to the owl bear, not sure exactly how to approach one of these, and you go to dig your spear in, and you kind of just glance off of the fur on the side of it, not expecting it to be that thick.
Cool. Seeing that I miss it, I'm just gonna pull out my claw and try to swipe him for a bonus action.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
New dice.
Get
That's
outta
another
here.
natural 1.
Get out of here.
What?
That's 3 in one night.
What?
I'm gonna. Okay, wow.
Okay, yeah, I think you're now feeling the fear of this large owl bear facing you, and now its owly, beaky face is now looking at you. You go to swipe at its face and just kind of completely whiff on it, hitting its beak a little bit, but not doing any damage. And now is the owl bear's turn, who will multi-attack you, once with its beak, I believe. Once with its beak and once with its claws. That's a natural 20 for the beak attack. And the other one is a 27.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay, let me roll that bean footage here. The first one is 9 points of piercing damage.
Total, and that's
That's for the first one. Yeah, that's with critical. And next one is 14 points of slashing damage.
jeez,
Oh,
okay.
fuck.
And next is Ellis, who do. Ellis, you wake up and you do. Oh no, what, Lü'mis?
I'm down.
Oh no. Ellis, you wake up to the sounds of an owl bear snarling and swiping at your friend. You probably hear the sound of your friend here hitting the ground with a.
Me hitting the ground?
No, you're right. You don't hear.
You might
The
hear
sound.
my spear hit the ground,
Yes,
but you don't hear a body hit the ground. The
Do not
bodies
hear
do
a
not
body.
hit the floor.
the bodies are not hitting the floor
What?
today.
What's going on?
You see instead, as you're kind of groggy, and you see Lü'mis's spear hit the ground, but instead see a swirl of mist next to the owl bear. And Ellis, you are on the ground about 15 feet from owl bear.
I scream very, very loudly, and I say, Emil, a bear's here. I think it just ate Lü'mis. Oh shit. I'm gonna, and then I put up my hand and I go, I'm like, you don't see us, and I cast blindness on it.
Okay, it needs to make a Constitution save.
Yes.
That's a 5.
DC 14, so it is blind for the next minute. Concentration.
Excellent.
And I will turn to Emil and say, Bud, I think it's just you and me now. I need you to be confident and strong, because I can't carry this all without Lü'mis. And I give you a bardic inspiration.
Okay. Oh.
Emil, it is your turn then.
Oh, no. Where's Lü'mis? I look around. I don't think I would understand what had happened. Where's Lü'mis? I look at Ellis and say,
I don't know. We were fucking asleep. We told him that we didn't need to help him.
fuck. Ellis or Emil will shrug off the bedroll and just kind of run full. We said we're 15 feet away from the owlbear, right?
Yes.
I'll get up and run full speed, using my charger feat,
Okay.
which gives me some bonus to the attack and damage, and I'm gonna attempt to hit this bear with my hands. That is a 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so it's 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I think Ellis just sees Emil just run at this bear, and the dagger kind of clatters to the ground at where my bedroll is. Like, it's not with me. But then
Sorry, quick point of order. Did you roll that with advantage?
I did not roll with advantage. Was I supposed to?
Roll with advantage. Yes, because it's
Oh,
blinded.
because he's blind.
When
Thank
the
you.
blinded, we get advantage. They have disadvantage.
It doesn't matter. You see me leave the dagger where I was, but when I run into the bear and come away, I'm wielding some form of sharp object with which I've just stabbed the owlbear, and I kind of push it away and scream out, "Lü'mis! Lü'mis, where are you?"
No response.
I'm going to use my bonus action to deal some additional damage. 4 points of necrotic damage as I stab it. That's it.
That's it. Top of the order, Lü'mis. Roll a death saving throw.
Oh boy.
Whew, okay. 19.
19. Excellent. 1 success. Next is the owl bear, who will turn to face you, Emil, and swat at you twice.
With disadvantage, right?
With disadvantage, that's right. So it's going to hit with the beak attack. That's a 12 to hit.
No. God, just barely no.
Okay, and then this is its second attack. That's a natural 20 and a 9.
Okay.
So that misses.
Yeah, I just stand very still so that it doesn't hit me.
I think, it's kind of, I imagine you kind of stabbed it in its side as you ran up to it, and it's turning to look at you, but being blinded, it swats like wildly, missing both of its claw, or missing its claw attack and trying to bite at the air, missing all of that. Next is Ellis.
Quickly looking around, do I see any sign of like blood on the ground? Do I see any sign of Lü'mis anywhere?
Roll a...
How also, like, how visible? I mean, I'll still roll. That's fine. But like, how visible is your unconscious form? Is it like visible to the naked eye?
It is. It can. Their misty form can be.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. It is dimly lit here, as there's only like a fireplace.
It's like it's a cloud of mist.
I do have dark vision,
okay,
but
cool.
you know, I'm rolling. It's a 2 + 5, 7.
You can't really make it out. I think it's probably very late / early in the morning, probably like 5 a.m. now, when this bear has sort of stumbled into it. So it's hard to discern what's maybe the mist, like morning mist and dew hitting things, and what might be Lü'mis.
Would you say that was my action?
That's a free action to look around, I'd say.
Cool. Then I will look at the owl bear, and I'll say, I fucking hate bears. I think owls are really cool, but I hate bears. They're just like big ugly dogs. And I cast Dissonant Whispers.
God smites you down.
Fuck ugly dog.
Because bears are my favorite creature on this damn planet.
Here, folks. You heard it here.
That's Ellis talking. That's not me talking.
Confirmed. Alex wants all endangered bears to die.
Yeah, I'm very anti the sale of bear mace. So if we get rid of the bears, we don't have to sell the mace anymore. Anyway, can you go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me?
Bulletproof.
Well, this owl bear suddenly is really wise.
It's also blind as fuck though, so.
It doesn't matter. You're speaking to it. That's a 10.
It being blind makes it even wiser. All the wisest people are blind.
Okay.
That's 9 points of psychic damage.
Okay. It's immune to psychic damage because it's an endangered No, I'm just kidding. Does it need? It needs to use its reaction to run from you, right?
Yes.
Okay. It runs 40 feet away from you.
Can I attack it?
Yes. Yes, you can take opportunity attacks on it.
Great. I still have advantage because it's blinded.
Yes.
19.
Yes.
8 points of piercing damage.
Excellent.
That same, like, at this point, I would think just, like, silhouetted, dimly lit object that I have. I just stab it again.
Okay, yeah. You send another pierce up into the gut of this bear, and it's looking not great. Kind of lets out a yelping roar, if you will.
And how would that sound?
Oh, no, that's just a man in a bear suit.
And it goes, "Hey, boo boo! Why'd you hit me?" Okay, Emil, the owl bear is now 40 feet away from you, moaning, perhaps, on the ground.
Okay. I look around one more time for Lü'mis, and noticing this mist next to me, can I discern where Lü'mis would be?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
22.
Okay, yeah, you're able to spot that through the morning mist in the air that there seems to be sort of a swirling image that you recognize to be that of Dodathal, the goddess of death. So it's a spindle with a like braid of yarn around the outside of it. Kind of, it's mist, but it's sort of forming that image in the area, and you notice that.
No fucking way. I'll use my bonus action.
Okay.
To reach out this sharp object that's dripping with blood, and I'll stick it into the mist and heal you for 6 points of healing.
Okay, yes, you notice that the image sort of swirls a little closer to the dagger thing that you stuck out and sort of connects with the blood and then sort of pulls away, reapparating Lü'mis, who now falls to the ground prone.
You see Lü'mis with their hands crossed over their chest, just like a thud on the ground.
You reapparate laying down like that, and just
yeah.
Lü'mis, it is not the end yet. You have another 200 years. Get up. For my action,
yes,
I will ready an attack. If the bear comes back towards us, I will attack
okay.
it. But I will stay
Great.
near Lü'mis for the moment.
Lü'mis, you have become unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So you're conscious, one would say that. And
unconscious, yes.
Unconscious, yes. You are laying prone on the ground, arms crossed. The owlbear's 40 feet away from you.
It's an action to get up, right?
Half your movement.
Half my movement. Sorry. So you see Lü'mis, hands across the chest, just kind of blinking ever so slowly into the distance, let out a really big sigh, and then uses half of his movement to get up. And as he gets up, you just hear like cracking and like, oh god.
Oh.
And then looks at, because I in my mist form, I didn't see what happened with Emil, right?
Yeah, you did
Okay.
not.
Then Lü'mis just kind of looks around and just says, thank you to whoever just did that. Is the owlbear gone?
Still here. Still here. Still here. I point at it.
The owlbear's 40?
40 feet, yes.
Lü'mis then goes 20 feet towards the owlbear. And that's his turn. That's his turn.
That's your turn. Okay. Next is the owlbear, who is kind of, roaring, groaning, shaking its head, trying to become unblind. And it's going to sniff around and see if it can find you, Lü'mis, as you are now the closest target to it. It does not. So it kind of swings around and gets kind of hung up on a tree. Not like completely hung up on a tree, but sort of turns its head, sort of hits its head into a tree, turning around again, and doesn't seem to find you as it's stumbling around. So next is Ellis, the owlbear, 40 feet away from you.
Just a quick point of order. This is my bad, but the owlbear does get to save at the end of each
Oh,
of its
well,
turns.
let us see if it does. It does not.
I will move, run up, sort of parallel with Lü'mis, maybe 10 feet, 15 feet separating us, and I'll hold out a hand, and I'll say something fucking real mean about bears.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it right now. No, go ahead.
I won't even say it out loud. It's so
Say
mean
it.
what I have to say about
If
bears.
I had to make the weird bear groaning sound, say your mean thing about bears.
A wet bear is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And that's what I say. A wet bear is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. As I cast vicious mockery.
I don't think that's true.
This is Ellis talking. It's not Alex. So please make a wisdom save.
11.
That does not save. So,
That's so crazy. And then God
takes...
smites you down and says, that is absolutely false. Bears are never ugly unless they are shaved.
A wet bear and a shaved bear are like
No.
It takes,
No. That's factually incorrect.
It takes 2 points of damage and has disadvantage on its next attack, even though it already has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. I want everyone at home to look up a wet bear and a hairless bear. And then let us know which one is uglier, because I guarantee they are not the same.
But then also look up a picture of a baby owl next to a picture of a hairless bear and kind of mesh those two in your mind, and that's what an owl bear looks like.
And then look up a picture of Jeremy Allen White in the show The Bear. He's not ugly.
He's not ugly. He's actually might be the hottest living person
is
ever.
The Bear the chef
while
show?
That show's on.
Oh my God, yes it is.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
Let's focus. Hey, y'all focus.
I can't focus anymore. Now that you mentioned Jeremy Allen White.
It is Emil's turn. The bear's 40 feet away from you.
Did it move closer when it went looking for Lü'mis? It's still 40 feet away?
It moved 5 feet closer. Good call. It's 35 feet away from you.
Shit, that's too far from my blood. I'm gonna move up to where Lü'mis is and say, "Hey, man, you're still like very, very hurt. Like, calm down." But I should whisper because the bear's right there. And I will ready another action. If the bear comes close to us, I will attack it.
Okay.
If it comes within 5 feet of us now.
Next is Lü'mis.
Lü'mis turns to Emil and just says, "It's fine, I can't really die, so I'm just gonna go for it." Lü'mis goes 15 feet up to it. He's gonna try to hit it with the spear.
Yes.
Okay, better, getting better. 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, for 9 points of damage.
You dig it. Yeah, you dig the spear kind of into the piercings and the bloody area that Emil has already caused on the bear, and you dig it in pretty deep, but
Sweet.
It's still standing.
Sweet. Then, seeing that it is still standing, as I dig my spear into it, gonna pull out a claw and try to hit it for a bonus action.
Excellent.
That is 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that will be an additional 5 points of damage.
Yeah, you take a nice slice out of its face.
Sweet. And then I'm going to spend a key point to... Oh, wait. I already used a bonus action. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, it's my turn.
Next is the owl bear, who is, now that you are up on it, it's going to swing with disadvantage at you in an attempt to bite you again. 12?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. And 9.
Yes.
Man.
No, just kidding. No. That doesn't either
okay.
of those hit.
So yeah, it tries to swing around looking for you, and its muzzle and face and all the bloodiness that you just caused is probably bumping into you, but it's not able to get a good grab with its beak or whack at you with its claws. And next is Ellis.
Fabulous. I pull out my crossbow, my little light crossbow, and I'm like, "Oh, faithful, guide me home." And I shoot a bolt at the owl bear.
Okay.
That will be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That'll be 8 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I think before I say Old Faithful guide me home, I look at Emil and I go, watch this, and then I say Old Faithful guide me home, but my eyes are closed and I'm kind of like, and I shoot, and the bolt just goes right through the owlbear's eye, and I go, oh, sweet, hell yeah. I'm usually not so great with this thing.
Then the owlbear kind of lets out another groaning. It doesn't sound like that. Whatever. It sounds like a bear dying, which I wouldn't know because I don't support death of bears, so I don't know what that sounds like. And it crumples to the ground. You have defeated the owlbear. And it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun is starting to peek up.
Cool.
Emil will run into the forest, away from these two, and camp.
Stealthily or just going?
I mean, they can see me, so I don't think it's stealthily. I'm just running off.
What's wrong with Emil?
I don't know. Emil, is there another bear? Because if there is, you should let us know.
No bear. I'm just off in the distance behind some trees.
Did you pee your pants? I was pretty scared
had
too.
A bit of an accident. Just taking care of cleaning up. Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
It's really embarrassing.
It happens to the best of us. Lü'mis.
Behind that cluster of trees or wherever I can find where the two of them can't see me, I think you just see Emil like just shaking his extremities, one of his arms, and it's just like, come on, come on, shaking it until his hand is back to normal.
Okay.
Then he wipes some of the blood off on the bark of the tree from his hand, and steps out to rejoin the party.
While we're waiting for Emil to get back, I look at Lü'mis and I go, okay, Mr. Essential Oil over here, fucking turning into mist.
Mr. Essential Oil.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? What the fuck was up with that shit? You like popped out of mist out of nowhere.
Yeah, like I said, I can't really die. Therefore, I don't necessarily technically go unconscious. I kind of just turned into this mist. It's kind of easy to spot me once you kind of realize it.
But so if you're in that mist, we can pull you out of that mist whenever?
Yeah, I'm not in the mist forever. I just need to be healed. I thought one of y'all healed me. I mean, I came back, so I figured.
No, yeah, it was. I was planning on doing, but Emil shoved his sword. Wait, and then I look at the next to the campfire. Is the dagger that Emil dropped still at the campfire? And I go, what the fuck?
So he's stabbed me, or missed me.
It all kind of happened pretty fast, but he put a sword or something. Well, he stabbed the bear. I watched him. He stabbed the bear, and then the bear's blood.
It's not a sword. I'll step back over. It's not a sword. It's not a dagger. It's just fuck. I'm not supposed to. I'm really not supposed to talk about this. I'm finding myself in a difficult place, and I didn't plan on getting connected enough to anyone to show this particular part of me.
I take it you weren't cleaning up a pee mess behind that tree, Emil?
No, a bloody one. And I'll show my I'll show the hand I used to stab the bear. I think that whatever night shirt or whatever I was wearing, the sleeve is just torn to shreds. Just a bloody one. The tea you made me earlier, Ellis, while very kind, quite useless. You see, I am extremely ill. I'm sick. And this is part of it. And I'll hold up that same hand, and Becky, I'll use Twisted Roots, my primary melee attack, and just like strike out at the ground. And you see the exposed part of my arm, at least. You see it turn to essentially wood. The skin on my hand turns from like the dark brown of my actual skin to like hardened wood, like you would see on exposed roots from a tree. And the veins themselves are like gnarled, and my fingers are these gnarled wood. And I like strike out at the ground, and I just hold it up for you to see. Say like, this is maybe shocking to see. I don't know what's shocking to you anymore, Lü'mis. But it's taking over me. And I'll again repeat the just like shaking out of my arm until like it comes back to normal. You see it slowly transform back into my normal skin.
Is it killing you?
It feels like it. I don't quite understand it fully. Started out with just the cough, and it has slowly turned into, over time, it has progressed. Whatever this sickness is has progressed into what you saw with the pixies yesterday, and this. I've gone everywhere for help. I've used a lot of too many resources trying to figure out what's going on, and here I am again on another fool's errand trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do about this thing inside me.
Is that why you're looking for this flower?
Yeah, it is. I'm a horrible liar, so I won't even try. Yeah, I need it. I need it bad, like yesterday.
Will it help you? Do you not? I mean, look. I mean, this might be pretty insensitive. But I also just learned yesterday that Lü'mis here is a vampire, and now I'm finding out that your arms can turn into petrified tree swords. Is this? Do y'all look at this as both of y'all's conditions as curses or blessings or ailments? Or
it doesn't feel good to me. I can't run my business. I can't be with my associates without erupting into awful fits of coughing. It's like if I don't feed the beast, I feel sicker. I feel horribly powerful at the moment, and I hate it. Lü'mis, I don't see you as a monster, but you, for a second ago, you were stardust, so I don't know, like, what do you feel?
I mean, this is kind of all I've known, so I don't necessarily see me as a monster or any sort of curse. I mean, I guess maybe a little bit as a curse. It's complicated. I've come to embrace it because that's just the way it is. It's, I think, different from you where you feel like it's killing you. My condition, if you will, already killed me.
You've given up finding something to reverse it, to fix it.
Yes.
I'm not quite there yet. Maybe in another 160 years I will be. Right now, I have too much going on that I've been working for forever. I need to find this fucking flower, because maybe it does stand a chance of helping me. Otherwise, sorry. Otherwise, everything's been just a waste.
How did you get this?
I don't know.
Do I believe him when he says that?
Go ahead and roll persuasion or deception. Your choice. You don't have to say. And go ahead and roll insight.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 16.
I think just for a second you see Emil's like anger drop, and you see sincerity. You see like a genuine confusion, and I think you. Emil looks up at you and says, "I gave up trying to figure out why. I don't much care about why or how it happened. I care very much about the solution to this problem. I care about getting back to my business, getting back to expansion, getting back to growth, and not this kind of growth. I'm done with the plant shit inside of me."
I think you see like almost like Ellis looked like really, really tired and worn out. But after listening to Emil, it's almost like a switch flips in him, and he just kind of starts like kind of pacing around, and he's just like, okay, cool, okay, we're gonna need to get this plant, but we need to find this other plant first. But if we find this plant, the fucking court will be after us, so we need to hurry up, and we might need to come back a different way. And you kind of see like Ellis is like now like running through like game plans of like, okay, like how the fuck can we get to this plant like fast enough, like without the court of outlaws like coming and kicking their ass.
I'm sorry to have. I mean, I don't think I've misled you. I do need this plant for business. The flower will be good for business because if I'm not around, I can't run my business. And it will be extremely profitable for you still, because if I die, all my assets transfer into my associates' hands, and you don't get any of it. Lü'mis, Ellis, you're ready to go. Lü'mis, where you at, bud? That was me that brought you back. I just something I can do is kind of absorb like a plant does, and give it back.
I thank you for that. Couldn't tell who did that. I mean, we were along for the ride when we thought this was purely just business. I don't see why we wouldn't be along now that it's a bit more personal, I guess.
Ellis, slow down. I mean, yes, maybe we can find another way back. That's fine. Just stop pacing for a second. Calm down.
I apologize. I just like, dog, you need this plant. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When Elizabeth or whatever the hell her name was, when she offered us the 100 gold to kind of each to go our own separate ways, I was a hair's end of a cat's ass about to turn on y'all and completely just take the money and run. 100 gold could be life changing for me. But dog, if I mean, I know we've only known each other for a couple days, but if this fucking flower can literally be life changing for you, I mean, fuck it, I'll find 100 gold next month. We just have to. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm doubling down. Let's fucking find this bad plant and kill it or sample it so we can bring it back so we can find you your cool plant. It's plant. Hey, and I grab both of you by the shoulders and I like kind of bring you in close. I'm like, it's fucking plant time.
Yes. I agree. And then after all this is over, I'm firing the gardener at my stores. I'm never gonna deal with another plant again.
Good, because you're gonna have 2 more to deal with.
Let's. I mean, I'm not going back to sleep. Are y'all ready to hit the road? It's kind of early.
Oh, I was kind of hoping for a little nap, but I mean, yeah, I guess sunlight's out, huh?
How sunny is it right now?
At this point, the sun is starting to sort of peek through the forest, but I mean, it's still sunrise hasn't even fully happened yet,
Cool.
so it's still pretty dim. You all load up the wagon again, get it back on the road, and head out for the next day of travel. And I believe that is a great stopping point for this episode.
This has been This Could Get Dicey.
This has been This Could Get Dicey.
Oh, this could be.
This could get dicey.
This could be
The hair's end of a
the hair's end of a cat's
Hey,
ass.
it's Mighty
It's
Morphin
a
plant
East
time,
Coast
you know?
Thing, baby.
Mighty Morphin plant time. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This has been Planet Earth. Good night.
Is it the theme song?
It's the music.
It's the theme song.
What up, Mr. Essential Oils here, letting you know you can find This Could Get Dicey where all podcasters stream, and on Instagram and TikTok at TCGDpod. If you found our antics enjoyable, help us out by leaving a rating and or review. Maybe even share it with a friend. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for our next episode coming out April 19th.